Yo, my style come off like wedding rings in nightclubs. It sounds bug, but I love God that slings and fight thugs. So you pop slugs, come on, you frontin' cool it. My whole team is special, just like a fighting unit off of blood and fluid. Haitian wine, we stay big, nation wide. My kippies get paid like free agents, we freestyles. Blow up spots like missiles from Jersey to New York. Stay on point like Chris Shaw.
You didn't know I used to get down like that, did you? Intro.
You should come rolling my shit.
Yo, what up? My name is Vladimir from ChasingRadar.com. So this video is a type of video that I've been wanting to make for a long time. Prior to me starting YouTube, I used to do a lot of image consulting. That's when I would meet up with guys, take a look at their closet, and then help them build their wardrobe. But a lot of time, guys would reach out to me because they only need one outfit. They either have some kind of big event coming up, whether it's a presentation, whether it's a wedding, but whatever the occasion, guys would reach out to me so I can help them look better. And that was taking a lot of time away from my family. Those are the type of work that I used to either do on the weekend when I was off, or I would do it after coming from my regular job, you know what I mean? So I was like, there gotta be a better way. I don't really wanna keep doing this. So I figured, let me start a YouTube channel and then I can give you guys pointers and tips and things like that, as opposed to me meeting up with guys in person. So I definitely do not do that anymore. Doesn't mean I would never do it. But if somebody does want me to do that, they're gonna have to compensate me handsomely, because it's not really something that I really wanna do. I value my time a lot more now. So I'd rather spend time with my family. I'd rather spend time making videos for you than to be doing that. So with all that said, I wanted to make a series where I tell you what's the best outfit that you can get depending on your budget. So whenever I would meet up with guys, after they tell me what it is that they're looking to accomplish, naturally the next question is, what's your budget? You know what I mean? So I'm going to be making a series on this. This video today, we're going to start with $750. And when we're talking about a whole outfit, I really mean a whole outfit, man. I'm talking about your shoes, your suit, your shirt, your tie, your suspenders, your socks, everything, man, within that budget. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about the best outfit that you can get for $750. Then the next one is going to be up to $1,000. From $1,000, I might go up to $1,250. From $1,250, I'll go up to $1,500. From $1,500 to $2,000. And then finally, we'll cap it at $2,500. Right now, this is the idea. So today's video is going to be, once again, the first iteration. And this is the best outfit that you can get for $750. Now, one thing about this outfit, I'm going to be recommending a couple different shoes. The first one is going to be for if it's a wedding. The second one is going to be if it's like a presentation, if you're going on a hot date, or whatever the case may be. So we're going to separate the wedding from everything else, because when it comes to weddings, I think that your shoes should always be black. Doesn't mean you can't wear the black shoes to all those other functions, but if you're going on a date, I probably wouldn't wear black shoes, you know what I mean? Because black shoes are a little bit too serious. So the funny thing about when I was an image consultant or a stylist, whatever it is that you want to call it, after the guys would tell me what their budgets are, they always tell me what kind of suit they want, what kind of shirt they want, the tie that they've seen somewhere that they want to emulate, and then the shoes would always come last. So let's say their budget is like $750. They would add everything up, so they're about $675, $700, and then they'd be like, okay, we can get the shoes with what's left over. So without fail, man, that's pretty much the way that it always went. But with me, I always tell them that we have to start with the shoes, man. So that's always a rude awakening for a lot of guys, because they're thinking the suit is first. And I'm telling them, no, the shoes are first. It doesn't mean that the shoes have to be the most expensive. It just means that you have to think about the shoes first, and then you can get everything else with what's left over. $750 is not really a huge budget, but my job is to get everything within that budget. Now you might be saying there's going to be shipping, there's going to be taxes. I'm not taking those into consideration when I'm making this countdown. I'm not a miracle worker, man, so $750, that's just the base price for everything. Shipping, taxes, those type of things you have to add on top of that, man. All right, so don't give me a hard time, man. So $750, let's get to it. So number one, like I was saying before, we're going to start with the shoes. The shoe that I would recommend would be Millman. Millman used to retail at $175, but last time I checked, they actually went up. So Millman now starts at $195, which is still really an excellent price for Goodyear welted shoes that has some style to them. Like I was saying before, if it's a wedding, wedding, you always want to wear black shoes. So I would recommend the plain Capto Oxford in black, and that's what we're going to start with. That's $195. But if it's not a wedding, let's say you have your wedding anniversary coming up and you want to take your wife out on a nice date, something like that, I would still recommend the same Millman shoes, but instead of having them in black, I would recommend a plain Capto Oxford in dark brown or in espresso antique. Both colors are really nice. As far as the color, which one you're going to select between those two, I would leave that up to you, but those are the two that I would recommend. They even have a burgundy. I do feel like burgundy might be a little bit too advanced, especially if it's your first nice pair of shoes. So I would stick to dark brown or espresso antique for everything else, you know what I'm saying? So now that we got the shoes out of the way at $195, let's talk about the suit. The suit that I would recommend is one of the entry-level suits from Spear & McKay. They retail at $328, and by the way, that comes with free shipping. And you can either take a medium gray or you can go with a navy. And they even have a shark skin variation in a charcoal as well. So those are the three suits that I would recommend. It doesn't really matter which color that you get. I would leave that up to you. All three of those colors will be very versatile, and all three of those colors would go with all the shoes that I mentioned. So now you might be thinking this is a really cheap suit. At $328, I should be spending more money on the suit and less on the shoes. You really don't want to do that, man. But with Spear & McKay at $328, you're getting yourself a hell of a suit, man. The suit is made out of an Australian merino wool, and it weighs about 280 grams, which is about 10 ounces. And the suit also has 3.5-inch lapels. Now the lapels that I'm wearing right now is around 4 inches because I do like my lapels bigger, but 3.5-inch is very respectable size for a lapel. There's a lot of skimpy lapels that you find out there, like around 2 3/4 inches, 3 inches. But if you really want to wear a nice timeless suit, 3.5 is actually a perfect size for a lapel. Once again, man, at $328, you're getting yourself a hell of a suit. Very nice styling for the suit, very nice color for the suit, like I mentioned before. You really can't go wrong with that. So that was $195 for the shoes, and now $328 for the suit. Now that we have the two most important parts out of the way, which are the shoes and the suit, let's talk about the shirt. The shirt that I would recommend is also from Spear & McKay and retails at $68. Now you might be thinking to yourself, I can find shirts cheaper. You definitely can, but you're not going to find a better shirt off the rack than these shirts that retail for $68 at Spear & McKay. There are two different colors. There's a white fine twill, which is what I would recommend if it's for a wedding, and there's a sky blue fine twill, which you can wear to everything else. What makes this shirt so special? Number one is the collar. One thing about collars, you always want to make sure that the collar points is long enough to fit nicely underneath your lapel. That's something that a lot of guys don't pay attention to, and you can end up looking sloppy whenever you have short collar points. Like for example, whenever you see me in a shirt, you can never see the tip of the collar because the tip of the collar is always underneath the lapel. With that said, the collar that I'm wearing right now is around 4 inches, but what you really want is for your collar to be more than 3.5. And these shirts come with a spread Italian collar that's 3 5/8. So you're not really going to find anything off the rack in that kind of size, man. So at 3 5/8, that's a beautiful collar on a shirt, and your collar sits right below your face, man. That is so very important. So you definitely don't want to skimp on that. At $68, you're actually getting a steal of a shirt. Couple features of the shirt besides the collar point, I forgot to mention the collar is also unfused. Same thing with the cuffs, 1 button unfused cuffs. The shirts are made out of a 2-ply 100 Egyptian cotton. Also comes with genuine white mother of pearl buttons. You really cannot beat this shirt for $68. So far out of our budget of $750, we spent $591. So that's less than $200 left that we have to get everything else within that budget. So now that we got the shoes, the suit, the shirt, let's talk about the tie. The tie is also very important because just like your collar, the tie also sits right below your face. So when you're talking to somebody, you want them to be looking at your face. The tie is not going to be too far behind, so you want to make sure that the tie is very nice. The tie that I would recommend is a grenadine tie. Grenadine is very, very versatile, so you can wear a grenadine tie to any of those events that I'm referring to. Grenadine is a type of silk that's made in Italy. And there's a company out of New York City called Chip Neckwear that make their grenadine tie for $60. You really cannot beat that, man. This is the best that I've seen. When it comes to the grenadine tie though, the color is very important. You want to get a color that's going to go with all the different suit colors that I mentioned, because once again, I didn't really choose the suit color. I want you to choose the suit color. So when it comes to grenadine ties, I usually recommend 2 colors to start, either black or navy. In this case, we're going to go with black. That way you can go with all sorts of different suit colors. If you're wearing a navy tie and you're wearing a navy suit, to me that's a little bit too close. So black is more versatile in that situation. So the tie that I would recommend is from Chip Neckwear, once again out of New York City, and they retail for $60. I have a couple of their ties and I highly recommend them. The next thing that I would recommend now is suspenders, because I don't really like belts, and whenever I talk to my clients, I always try to get them away from belts. I think that suspenders are a cleaner look, and I also think that they hold your pants in place better. You don't really have to keep adjusting your suspenders. Your suspenders, you just set it and forget it. And also from Chip Neckwear, I would recommend you get the suspenders from them. The great thing about Chip Neckwear, they don't really have the suspenders that's already ready for you to buy, but you get to choose everything about the suspenders as far as what color you want it to be, what color you want the leather to be. For the suspenders, I would get something that's a little bit more muted, either navy, black, burgundy, something like that. The thing with suspenders, it's not really something that you really want to show off anyway, just something that's really there to hold your pants in place. And the suspenders retail for $45. Now we're almost done. The next thing that we have on the list is a pocket square. For the pocket square, I would recommend one from Kent Wang, and I would recommend a white pocket square. I'm actually wearing a Kent Wang pocket square right now. They come in 2 different sizes. One is 12-inch and retails for $20, but I would recommend you pay extra $15 and get the one for $35. That one is 16 inches and it fits a lot better in your pocket. You should be able to create a nice fold like the one that I'm wearing right now. So now we up to $731, meaning that we have $19 to play with. And the only thing that we have left to get now are your socks. So 2 things for your socks. 1, you want to make sure that they're over the calf. And 2, you want to make sure that they're not going to keep sliding down your legs throughout the day. So one company that I highly recommend is a company called Vixel or Vixel. I'm really not sure how you say the name of the company, so I apologize. Actually, I made a video about them last year around this time. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it somewhere up here, also included in the description. But their socks retail for $16, and it's some of the best socks on the market. Those socks are not going to go anywhere once you put them on. They'll stay up for the whole day. So how did I do? We got your shoes, your suit, your shirt, your tie, your pocket square, your suspenders, your socks, under $750. Damn, I'm good at this. Where was I when I needed help when I was younger? You know what I mean? It's $750, and there's a good chance that wherever it is that you're going to be the best dressed man there. So that was my video on how to get the best outfit under $750. And by the way, today I'm wearing my charcoal herringbone custom suit from Spear & McKay. It's a beautiful suit that I really love. And of course, you guys are already familiar with my tie, Polo Ralph Lauren. Had this tie for years. And I'm wearing a white Spear & McKay custom shirt. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe, or everybody gonna think that you're a hater. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.